Well, good morning and happy Saturday to all of my cruisers out there. It is so wonderful to see all of you guys, and we are here at the weekend for yet another episode of the Controversy Cast. I can't believe we have, 19 episodes under our belt. Today is the 20th episode. These go so fast. To think that there has been 20 weeks that I have been doing this, and you guys have been showing up to make this podcast exactly what it is. I mean, so amazing. So thank you to all of you who have been loving the podcast, waking up every Saturday morning with me or Saturday afternoon, depending on where you're at, and talking some cruising with me. Now, I know normally this is a smaller, more intimate group. It is growing, and I love that because we want to bring in more cruisers that want to talk about these controversial topics in the cruise and travel world. So I have 3 hot topics today for everybody. All along the cruise and industry world. I realize that I've been talking a lot about Carnival. I am very knowledgeable about Carnival, so that's why I usually gravitate towards them. But today we have from all over the cruise industry. So I've chosen a diverse amount of stories for all of us to talk about today. So before we do that, I don't have a mugshots. I don't have mugshots mug today. I do have my coffee. This is a mug that I've already featured. I actually got this with the creator that I'm going to show you guys. We were down in Florida after I got off my last cruise, and we were able to go to the botanical gardens together. So Edna, Elisa, and myself got to go to the botanical gardens, and I got to get this mug. But that was just an excuse so I could take a sip of coffee. But I don't have a mug shots. What I am going to do, since Elisa has a wonderful, wonderful party today in about 90 minutes after my podcast, I am going to roll this. And my podcast today is going to be sponsored and supported by the wonderful Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. So let's roll this, and I'll see you on the other side.
And this week's episode of The Conscious Cruiser is sponsored and supported by Elisa's Adventures in Cruising and the Monday Mood Check. Check out the Monday Mood Check every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. For some exciting cruise talk, munch pack reviews, and even some home cooking. So start of your week right every week with Elisa and the Monday Mood Check. Don't miss it. And now back to the Conscious Cast.
Okay. I know. I just realized that said the Conscious Cruiser. Okay, I'm sorry. That's our podcast, but I still rolled that promo because I am so proud of Elisa for becoming monetized. We are now going to celebrate that in a very party way. She does do a Monday mood check, which I never miss on Mondays. And now that our podcast, The Conscious Cruiser, which you guys just heard, airs at 8:30 in the morning on Mondays. And then she is live just a few hours later with that mood check. So everyone go on over and check out Elisa's Adventures in Cruising if you already haven't. So let's see who has come into the chat, and then we will get to our topics today. Yo, Eddie Lugo Studios, first one in Brooklyn in the house. Well, welcome in. Hope you had a good night's sleep, my friend. I feel like I just napped. I was on your live pretty late last night, but it was a fun live. Actually, no, it was yours. I was forgetting what day it was. Chris and Liz from the Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Always great to see you guys. Kenneth Oaks, a Daily Dose of the Bible, KJV. Hello, Kenny. Always wonderful to see you, my friend. Always put a wonderful smile on my face. Orange Cone Vlog. Hello, Soft Beaches. Hello, Ross. Hope you are feeling better. I hope you are home resting. My aunt and uncle are here, and Aunt June and Uncle Brady. Hello, guys. Welcome in. We have Scrow's Nest, Randy, my fellow Arizonian. Hello, Scrow's Nest. Dustin Anderson. Hello, what's up, fam? How are you? Hope you are having a great weekend. Our friend Jen Cohen. Hello, Jen Cohen. Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday to you. Antoinette Fun. Hey, friend, how are you? Hope you are having a wonderful Saturday here. Will G. Morning, y'all. Morning, Will G. That's right. Just 2 days. Can't wait. Look, Dustin. I don't know who's rubbing off on me, but I bought some silly palm tree Hawaiian drinkers for me and Mr. No Pants and his friend there. So I don't know who I'm turning into, Dustin. Ty Spork. Good morning, Ty Spork. Awesome to see you. Thanks for coming in yesterday too as well. Let's see. Down to the bottom. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. The girls are us. Hello, Beth and Christy. Thank you for coming on in this morning. Let's see. The Moonlight Adventures. What's up? Heading home from jiu-jitsu and listening. Well, this is awesome. That is exactly what the podcast is for. Thank you, Josh and Chastity. I bring it every day. Kelly, hello. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Law Jones, twirly, twirly, twirly. Oh, am I twirly? Nope, I'm not twirly. I'm sorry. Maybe that was just in the beginning. Somebody let me know. Alice Lugo Studios. Hello, Alice Lugo. Marjorie Ambrose. Hello, Marjorie. So great to see you. And we are down at the bottom. So let's kick off the Controversy Cast number 20 here. Yes, I actually am from Arizona. I am in Scottsdale, Arizona. I figured Scott and Scottsdale. I figured I'd play that up for as long as I could, Josh. So yeah, if you're ever in Arizona, let me know. I would love to meet up with you guys, hopefully on a cruise first. But if you are in Arizona, Josh, I would definitely love to meet you in Chastity. So definitely let me know. Okay, so let's kick this off. Controversy Cast number 20. And I have 3 hot topics. Let's kick it off with a royal topic today, okay? But the reason why I am reporting this is because it starts today. And this is the big sale that Royal is putting all over their social media, and they are blasting emails about it. It is a very short sale, okay? So this is Royal's big sale that starts today. $600 off cruises departing in 2025, okay? 60% off that second stateroom. Very, very important. Okay. We have 30% off third and fourth guests. So there's multiple ways to save here. And on select sailings, you have to look at this. Select sailings, kids sail free. Now we've seen other lines do this. So now Royal's kind of hopping in on the kids sail free. But again, it is a very limited sailing for those kids to sail free. Now, if you choose in 2025 to go to Alaska or Europe, you have a chance to save $500 on select sailings between April and October of next year. So you can save $500 on your airfare on going there if you book with Royal and do the airfare and the cruise with them. So that's another great thing. And if you decide that you want to go on a shorter cruise, there are what they call instant savings. So you're still part of this sale. You're not part of the big sale, but you will get some instant savings. So if you choose a 5-day or less cruise, you have $50 off an interior room, $100 off a balcony, and $200 off a suite. So if you guys were thinking about Royal, and this is kind of my question, because I know a lot of our content cruise creators now are on Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas, right? And I'm seeing some pictures, of course, having some FOMO because I was supposed to be there, but I am going to Hawaii in a few days. My question is, anybody who hasn't sailed Royal, they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you with this promo. I mean, $600 off is a pretty significant amount off. If somebody gave me $600, believe me, I would be very happy and I would take it. So does this make you guys go on the website and look at Royal? Are you guys now searching this 3-day weekend from Utopia? Are you guys looking at Icon? Are you guys looking at maybe older Royal ships saying this is a way for me to get in and dip my toe into Royal because they're giving me $600 off? I'll go on the Mariner or the Sea, or I'll go on the oldie of the Sea. I don't even know the older ships. But would you go on Royal now that they're going to give you this big sale? Now, what I want to say, and we'll kind of wrap this up, but what I want to say is this is only until the 16th. Right. And that's why I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention now. Anybody who really wanted to book a Royal cruise or were looking for a deal in shoulder season, right? Now, this is that time. Shoulder season, we're kind of approaching shoulder season. So you're going to see these cruise companies and cruise industries kind of throw these deals at us, right? Royal, of course, probably being one of the first. It's making me look. I don't know if I'm going to actually book one yet. I do know that I have one planned in the future that I will tell you guys about, but that wasn't booking on my own, so I really can't take credit for booking that one. But I do want to go on, let's say the Utopia or the Icon. So I'm looking around now and seeing where I can take that $600 off or seeing maybe if I can get Keone on another cruise with me. He's been texting me since we've gone on the Valor together and wants to go on another cruise line. So this may be a really good opportunity for me and another first-time cruiser or somebody to get on Royal, because I haven't been on Royal in quite a long time, maybe since I was, I don't know, 10 or 11, and I really can't remember it. So let's see what you guys say. I know some of you guys are so loyal to Royal, so I know some of you are like, oh, I've already been on Royal, and that's cool. And you could take your $600 savings. This isn't for first-time first-time cruisers. This isn't for first-time Royalers. This is for everybody. They are throwing this for everybody, which is great. Let's see. Yeah, bought a drink pouch that goes around your neck. Oh Lord, I don't think I need one of those. Not with Richard anyway. Just as Scott. 2 days from London and 8 days from the Sun Princess Transatlantic. Oh wow, that sounds awesome. Ooh, we got some people that have some family in AZ. You can come to AZ. There we go. Yeah, 3 days ain't enough, and that was kind of my question too, because now it's almost over for them. I'm still looking at all the pictures, right? I'm going through all the content creators on Facebook and on Instagram and looking at all the pictures. But yeah, 3 days isn't enough. I mean, I'm going to talk to Bill once he gets back and ask him all about it, because he's probably the closest that I talk to every day who's on that ship. But I'm sure he's going to say the same thing. I didn't have enough time to see everything. But again, Royal is really good at this, right? So they're going to put you on a ship for 3 days, market it as the biggest weekend celebration ever, knowing that you're not going to see everything. So you have to come back. And I've said that on other podcasts, and you guys have agreed with that Royal is really good at what they're marketing to and marketing for. Oh, wow, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Well, this doesn't really surprise me. They said only if it was free out. I'll let you know. Let's see here. Waiting till an icon class comes to Galveston. Well, we know we had that teaser not too long ago, Will, where they put that icon, I think Icon of the Seas, on the Galveston parking. So I know there's some teasing about it, and I know they have not ruled it out. And they said, well, maybe maybe an icon class, maybe not the Icon of the Seas, but an icon class ship is on its way. And that's kind of what they left at. Mystery. But yeah, that would be cool. And we already know that the Port of Galveston can handle that. So good day, y'all. Live from the Magic. You have been live almost every day, my friend. It's been great. And the Wi-Fi seems awesome there. So yes, I will sadly it ends tomorrow. Oh my God. Getting on my first Oasis class in January. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Which Oasis class are you getting in on in January? Yeah, it was up later. I should say this morning for sure. Moonlight was in Tucson last week too. All right, so I am down there to the bottom there. I don't know if Royal excites too many people. I mean, I think the people who are loyal to Royal are going to be loyal to Royal, but I think the people that are kind of peeking their heads up, Royal, and I do have to say, I mean, their marketing is great. Their ships are great. Everything about Royal is pretty good, right? They have all of their engines going in the right direction, let's just say. But they are very expensive, right? And for somebody that is thinking about going on another line, I don't know if Royal's prices really, really attract that. So I'm not saying that the price doesn't match the experience, but again, that sticker shock and that sticker value. So I think that's why they had to do the $600 off to kind of bring that down. So I will release the ship that I'm going on. I'm going on it earlier next year with another content creator. But again, I can't take credit for that booking. So I'm still looking around. I still want to get on the Utopia of the Seas, and we'll see if that can happen in 2025. All right. Let's move on to our next story. And for MSC, okay, MSC's big gripe, right, has always been, and this is, I've talked to many, many people, not even just content creators. I've talked to cruisers, I've talked to first-time cruisers, and pretty much the gripe about MSC is they cannot get their food right. For some reason or another, they just cannot get their food right, okay? And they've heard this. They've been listening, believe me, and it takes time to make changes in the background, but they have finally made some changes for better planning of food. Okay, they are leaning on their sister company, Explorer Journeys, okay, because Explorer Journeys is one of those luxury brands, okay, and they are now upping their game to smart containers, right? Shipping all of their food in smart containers that has internet access in those containers. So they can see in real time what is going on inside the containers, the temperature, the humidity, and they can change both of those at any time. Okay. Of course, this was more of an investment. They have to spend more money on these containers, right? But their idea is they admitted this straight out. They have not been able to cater to the American menu market, right? A lot of the Americans who are now popping their heads up and going on MSC. The pizza's good, but everything else kind of sucks. You know, they're like, and it kind of does. It's kind of bland, and or it's just kind of the same food. That's what I was hearing from a lot of the buffet is the same thing day one, day two. They might switch out rice day three, and then day four, day five, and six are all the same. Oh, that kind of stinks, right? So now they're saying they're going to go more local, and they're going to go both. Actually, they're going to go local and more worldwide with these shipping containers, so they can bring more food in. They can expand their menus, and they can cater to that American tongue and that American menu, right? Because that's really most of the reason why a lot of us cruise, for good cruise food, right? Say food that we don't get to eat normally while we're here in Arizona or wherever you're from, right? I'm very, very excited to go on the Miracle. And I know now I'm crossing over to Carnival, but I'm very excited to go on my next cruise and do sea day brunch, because there's a lot of things on that sea day brunch that I don't eat every single day. I might watch some content creators like Kelly, cook it at home, but I can't eat it. So I want to eat it on my cruise. That's why we go. So MSC said, here we are. We're stepping up. We're going to take a swing. We're going to invest. And smart containers, all of our food is now going to be shipped in smart containers. So this is really good for MSC. This is good for people like Bill from Armstrong Adventures, who just came off an MSC cruise. I know he has done a few in the past, and says he's going to do a few in the future. And now we can see the better food options on MSC. And maybe Armstrong, if you want to take me, we can go together. Shameless plug, shameless plug. But yeah, I definitely want to go on MSC. I want to see the food. I've always been curious about MSC. My friend Richard from No Pants Profits, he also is, I don't want to say an MSC lover, but he definitely goes on MSC enough. So I can definitely find my way there. I definitely want to try the food. And I know that this has always been the thorn in their side. And I also want to put to rest that it is the best pizza at sea, because I still think Margaritaville at sea, yes, I will say this, Margaritaville at sea has the best pizza at sea. And I've been hearing that MSC has the best pizza at sea. So I want to do a little challenge, and I want to put that to rest. So yes, I will get myself on MSC, but I am so happy to see they're upping their food game. This is something that they needed to do for so dang long. So long, MSC. So clapping for you in the background. Great job for leaning on your sister company. Definitely smart. Definitely smart. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up in the chat here. Oh, the Harney. That's right. Tropic Like It's Hot Group Cruiser. That's what it's going to be. So much fun, Will. Oh, well, hello. Good morning, JJ's Adventures. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Cruise Nuts. He says, hey, Scott. He says, oh, Royal's food is great, we think. I've also heard Royal's food is not too bad. Let's see what you guys have to say about the MSC food. I bring in everyday Kelly says the food is all I live for. Yes, that's 110%. First Royal Cruise, but I've only done one Carnival. Oh, okay. Optimob has also come in. Hello, Optimob. Great to see you guys this morning. The shipping containers won't change the food. How about a staff that cooks well and cares about the quality of the food? But very, very true. But I mean, at least they will have some different options and some different food. Yes, you can't change the cooks for sure, 110%. But if you give them better ingredients and you give them fresher ingredients, let's hope that, maybe it gives them a little motivation. But you are 110% right. I'm not a fan of cruise food unless it's teppanyaki or the steakhouse. So we like some specialty dining. Gotta bounce. I'll rewatch later at the Laney Plaza, seeing JFK travel, seeing JFK stuff. Safe travels. Well, thank you so much, Dustin. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see. I see food, I eat it. Ha ha ha. But have you guys ever been on MSC? And have you ever tried the food on MSC? That is my question. Carnival Cruise Addicts. And will it change you to MSC Cruise Addicts? Just joking. Never. Carnival has the best pizza at sea. Okay, Rob. Okay. I guess it's the best on the last night when you become a little sad boy like me when I eat my last one. I don't want to go home. Scott, can you tell us about Norwegian's food? Actually, tell you the truth, the last time I was on the Norwegian Dawn back in 2008, I really can't tell you the truth, JJ. I do know some content creators. Eddie Lugo Studios loves NCL. I know the last 2 cruises I think he was on was NCL. There are a bunch of content creators that absolutely love Norwegian. I can't speak on it too much, and I don't like to speak on things that I don't know too much about. I do know that their food, from what I've heard, is kind of, middle of the road. But again, that's subjective, right? So there are some people that really are going to love it, and some people that are going to say it's kind of middle of the road. But again, I'm not going to speak on it too much because, again, it's been way too long since I've been on Norwegian. So if Carnival doesn't have the best pizza at sea, I wouldn't have had 2 last night. 2 whole pizzas, Rob? I thought you looked a little bloated last night. The only cruise I did was NCL, and the food was fabulous. So there you go, JJ. There you go. What year was that, Kelly? What year did you go to on the Carnival? On the NCL, excuse me. Greg and Michelle, hey everyone, good morning. Better late than never. I don't know what we're talking about, but when we see food, we eat it too. I am talking about MSC upping their food game and relying on their sister Explorer Journeys, and now they are using smart containers, Greg, to ship their food. So now they can get some fresher food. They can get better quality food. They have the option to what's the word I'm trying to look for? To change. I was trying to look for a better word than change. Change the humidity and the temperature within in the shipping containers. I have not tried MSC food yet, but I'd be willing to try it. Will it make your tongue slap your brain, Kenny? That is the question. Norwegian's food is amazing. So there you go. Look at that. Oh, new name here. I love cruising. Well, I love cruising too. MSC thin crust white pizzas are amazing. Consistently delicious, and probably constantly too. Hot and fresh all day and night until 2 a.m. Well, hello, I love cruising. Absolutely love that. Drop your link too. We'd love to sub you up. Love cruising. I love cruising. Me too. I'm all about NCL. Talking about the guy who's on the Carnival Magic right now. Mel Nettie, living free zip codeless. Hello, Mel and Nettie. Welcome in. Just trying to get an idea before we cruise next year. I love it. Love it. Well, I know you've been in so many of the cruise lives and watching them up until next year. I know you're going to get so much knowledge about NCL. Last week sailed with NCL in 2023 and thought the food was great. Look at that. Look at that. We think all cruise lines have their positives and negatives. That's why we fly direct places to explore with no time restraints and better options. Okay. Cruise nuts is becoming land nuts too. I love it. Love the chicken wings on NCL. Ooh, when I go on NCL, I'm going to do a little chicken wing challenge too. I like that. Thank you very much, Melanie. Yes, Kenny is always so great sharing everything. He's so amazing. Thank you very much, Carnival Cruise Addicts. I love cruising. There we go. I love cruising 2024. Okay, well, sub them up. Absolutely. Travels with PMB. I like NCI as well. I will be on the Magic in February. Well, how awesome is that? I love that. Okay, so let's move on to our last topic. And this is going to excite all of those Carnival people. Chris and Liz's ears just went up. Well, here's the second part, though. All my Carnival people that enjoy smaller ships and less crowded ports. Okay, this is for you guys. Okay, new itineraries in 2026 and 2027 out of Mobile and Tampa. Now, The smaller ships, there are no plans to build smaller ships. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't tell you that Carnival is coming out with the Carnival tiny ship or the Carnival, small world after all. It's not happening. Okay. What they're going to do is they're going to use their older fleet. Now, be easy when you say older. Okay. Yes, they are older, but they're still perfect. Okay. Perfectly fine to sail the seas. Okay. Carnival is going to use the Legend, the Paradise, which I will be on, and they will also be using the Mobile Cruise Port too. I believe the Spirit, but I don't want to say that for definite, but I think I believe it is the Spirit. Okay, so the Legend and the Paradise, in particular, in 2026 and 2027, is going to be switching up their itinerary to do more of a Belize, Honduras, Mexico, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, right? So some of those ports now are ports that are less populated or less, they bring less cruise passengers to, right? We're seeing more and more of these cruise ports being congested, right? You get to Cozumel, there's 6 ships there. You get to even Juneau in Alaska. You're like, wow, I went on my bucket list cruise. You have 5 ships in Juneau, and you're like huddling and walking like this, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. You even go to Nassau sometimes, right? There's 4 to 6 ships there, and like even with the new port that they built up, you're still really crowded in these ports, right? Because they're trying to jam as many ships in as possible. Okay, so Carnival is now saying we're going to take our smaller ships and go to less populated areas, and that we still are going to go to, right? It's not that Carnival doesn't go to Honduras, they don't go to Mexico. It's not that they don't go to Jamaica or they don't go to Grand Cayman, right? But what they're going to do is they're going to start to take less ships there, right? And I'm sure other companies are going to start to take less ships there. So the Legend and the Paradise on the 6 to 8 night are going to switch it up a little bit in 2026, 2027. Cruises from Mobile. Now, this is kind of interesting. This would really attract to me. Cruises from Mobile are going to be, every single cruise from Mobile in 2026, 27 is going to get that special celebration key. The brand new Carnival's private island, every single one of them are going to stop there. Well, why? Obviously, Carnival wants you to stop at their private island. They make more money. They keep you on the private island. Enough said, right? And of course, cruisers are going to want to go there and explore the private island. So everybody going out of Mobile 2026, 2027, you're going straight to Celebration Key. Now, what they did say is for those who don't like the international ports, right? Maybe Honduras or Belize, I don't really want to get off the ship. Okay, Mobile and this Celebration Key sailing, this may be perfect because all they're going to do is they're going to take you to the private island. They're going to take you to Key West, and they even said they may take an extended time in Key West because the only 2 stops you're going to do is Celebration Key, Key West, and you're going to come back home. Okay, or go. I think I'm sorry. There's a stop in Mexico. So a little tiny stop in Mexico, and then you come back home. Pretty awesome to me. And that would be, I think, a 5-day sailing. So. And also the Paradise is adding just a Bahamas sailing too in 2026, where it's going to go to Nassau, Bimini, back. So I think basically kind of taking over the Sunshine's route was what the Sunshine was doing, but now the Sunshine is moving to Norfolk and Virginia. So not exactly sure where she's going to go. So I think they're trying to take the Paradise to do that Bimini, keep Bimini kind of pumping up. I love Bimini. It's a smaller Bahamian port stop, but I love it. And then they're going to take you to Nassau. So for the smaller cruise ship lovers out there, there are things on the horizon for Carnival. Carnival said, we're listening to you. We're not building any more ships, but we're going to take what we have and we're going to give you some better itineraries, some smaller itineraries with some smaller ports. So let's see here what you guys have said. I want to know too, do you guys like going to these congested ports? Do you guys like going to Juneau and having 5 ships in from all different brands and talking to other cruisers? Or do you just like to be the only ship in port? Right? I mean, now that's kind of the thing that we have to think about. We didn't have to think about that 3, 4, 5 years ago, right? Because you'd show up in port, maybe 1 ship, 2 ships, 3, maybe 3 at max. Now they're pushing 6. I mean, it's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. So what you guys said, Greg said, oh, look at that. I'll be checking NCL bookings for 2026 this AM. Interesting. Cruising on the high seas and travel. Question: have you ever booked a cruise just because someone else will be on it too, but they ended up bailing on you? Almost, Rob. Almost, but I also did not book. It was a while ago, but they had fancy to mediocre. The midnight buffet was amazing. So this was a while ago when they had a midnight buffet. The burgers and dogs were okay. Prime rib, cheese, yum. Desserts amazing. Yep. That's it. Thank you very much, Mel Nettie. Wait. I overheard a conversation that MSC was going to build multiple smaller ships after their larger one planned for Miami. Well, see, again, right? This isn't just a carnival thing. This is kind of what cruisers are now. Experienced cruisers and cruisers that have been on multiple cruisers are kind of voicing, right? It's all good for the XL class ships and the Icon ships. But we want smaller ships, and we want them to go to less populated ports, right? That's pretty much what I'm hearing from all the cruisers, that we want smaller, less populated port stops, because it's just crazy. It's crazy. I am planning to go to Bimini this November. I've been to Bimini twice. I've rented the golf carts. I love that. Just kind of do what you want. You rent the golf cart. You go from one end of the island to the other. It's my most favorite day. You stop at some of the bars that are, they're kind of like shacks, but I mean they're bars. You sit there. You look out at the ocean. You have a few beer. Bimini is, yep, love it. Bimini. Exactly like Carnival is rebranding the Costa ships. That's right. There was a Costa article that I was going to refer to. I think I might refer to it when I get back. But yes, I did see that. Prefer less ships in port. Yeah, I mean, so do I. I couldn't tell you when I got to Alaska that there were 6 ships in port for Juneau. Oh man, that just made it so tough to just get around. It doesn't matter to me if I'm going to take an excursion. If I just plan to be at the port like Cozumel, it may feel overwhelming. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So for me, travels with PNB, I'm more of an explorer, so I don't really book too many excursions. I like to just go out on the port and just explore for a few hours, 5-6 hours, whatever, and come back 4 or 5 hours and then come back. So yeah, a lot of that time when there's 5 and 6 ships, it can feel very overwhelming. You just don't know where to go. Sometimes you want to walk in a shop and it's just so bad. And the line is already long, and there's already hundreds of people looking at other things. You're like, oh, this is going to take the whole time of me being off the ship just to buy my bag of rocks or whatever I want to buy. Let's see here. Are you planning to check out Celebration Key next year? I am planning to check out Celebration Key. I don't know exactly what ship I will be going on. I know I've been talking about my buddy going on the Celebration. He's been on the Celebration probably 20-something times, but he wants to take me on the Celebration next year since we went on the Jubilee together. We want to do like a comparison of the Celebration and the Jubilee. So hopefully when she does sail to Celebration Key, because we had also talked about doing some content on Celebration Key, yes, we will get there. And I definitely want to get there too. I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do different. From what I'm reading, there isn't too much different. But again, I want to see it for myself, and I want to see it out and be like, okay, this is different. Yes, now I'm excited. So yes, I do have plans. I do. Carnival Cruise Addicts, we are doing a 3 and 4 day back-to-back in July to go to Celebration Key twice. That is awesome. Is that already booked too? That's awesome. What ship is that? Sweet. Hello. Good morning, guitar professionals. Gavin, welcome in. Go on the Conquest. I believe it's still the first cruise going to Celebration Key. Yes, I did. Yes, I did hear that. Conquest. Have I been on a Conquest? I think. No, actually, I don't think I've ever been on a Conquest, believe it or not. I Love Cruising says, if a port is too busy, I've been there, I stay, and I've been there before, I stay on the ship. Same thing. I Love Cruising. Same thing. I will take, and I did a vlog on this on the Margaritaville at Sea, because it went to Cozumel, I think, and I stayed on for most of the time. I realized I had to get off and get some medical thing, like a little lotion, but I got off, I got right back on. But for the 4 hours when I was on that ship, there was nobody. Oh, that was amazing. You just walk up to the bars, like you can walk into any lounge. Oh, I love empty ships. I don't know, something about me now. Maybe I'm weird, but God, empty ships. Oh, booked on the Conquest. Okay, there you go. Okay, so So definitely what Travels with PMB said. You saw that and you just wanted to hop on. I love it. I am excited about the Slav cruise. Yes, I am. I almost had some bad news, Colby, about the the Slav cruise, but I don't think I have to deliver that bad news, so I will be on that Slav cruise. I am, and I believe if everything goes right, I will be warming up the ship for you guys, and I will be on that ship, the sailing before getting everything ready for you guys. So, hi, Sweet Acres. Hello, Sweets. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's right, the Glory. That will be next year, March of 2025, the 7th to the 11th. But I will be on the 3rd to the 7th. So. Does every ship give you money to explore the ports? I wish they gave you money. No, they take money for you to explore the ports. So all those port taxes and fees that are taken, those are given to the tourist industry or tourism foundation in that country to build up the tourism. The port taxes and fees go to the government there, and yeah, you don't get any money, unfortunately, to explore the ports. Now, maybe you can use some onboard credit to purchase an excursion or something like that. You could think of it that way, but no, JJ, they don't. I wish they did. I agree with Scott. Best time to be on the ship is when it's empty. I love it. Yes, darn, you go right before us. Dang it. July 18th. All right. And I think I am down. Yes, I am down to the bottom here of the chat. This has been so great. Again, I went about 7 minutes over because you guys are so awesome, and we have such a great time on Saturday mornings talking about these cruising topics. I love getting them ready for you guys. I love waking up with my coffee and hanging out with you guys. I always seem to think there's only going to be 1 or 2 people showing up, and now there's 20 something showing up every single week. So thank you so very, very much. Oh, look at this. You were supposed to get $50 a person to explore. Well, guess what? You keep us updated on that. I have never heard of that. That is awesome that you get $50. Take it and run. Take it and run. Yes, and this has been great. Every single week, I'm like, should I cancel it? Should I not? And I know that there are people that wait for this podcast, and I love it. So thank you guys so very much. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will be, I'll announce this now, I will be taking a few weeks off from all of my lives. You may or may not see a pop-up. This is going to be very, very probably subjective, because it's probably going to be 1 o'clock in the morning that I'm looking at probably doing this. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be here, but if by chance you see the Controversy Cast on a Saturday pop up, it is real. But as of right now, I am canceling all of the lives until October 1st. You'll see some lives on the ship and things like that, because I want to bring you guys along on the Carnival Miracle. But otherwise, the Sea Wave Lounge is going to be shut down for 2 weeks. My podcast here is going to be shut down. Great thing about the Conscious Cruiser on Monday, we're still running that. So don't even worry. I have 2 wonderful partners that are going to roll that on the background. We're going to have some recorded episodes. I might even be in the chat, so that's not going to go anywhere. But my live streams that I do, we are going to take a few weeks off. I'm going to give my co-host a few weeks off. I'm going to give myself a few weeks off. And I'm really going to show you in depth the Carnival Miracle. And I'm also going to show anybody that has a direct video that they'd like me to make. Let's say that you want to see the vegan food on Carnival, or you want to see what to do for free on a sea day. I want you guys to email me, controversialcruising@gmail.com, or Instagram message me, or comment on one of my videos, something that you want to see. First-time cruisers or experienced cruisers even, or somebody that is not experienced going on a cruise, something that you want to know that I can answer in the 15 days that I'm on board, I will make a special video just for you. Okay, so please send your inquiries in. I want to know the most asked questions for cruisers, right? And I want to answer them for you. Okay, and we might even bring them to a podcast episode. I might even just do a podcast episode where I answer your questions. How about that? Well, everyone, have a wonderful Saturday. If you have a free slate today, please go on over and see Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. In about an hour and 20 minutes, I will also be up on the panel with a hat on and a cup of tea to celebrate Elisa and her party. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday. Love you all. Thank you for making the Controversy Cast exactly what it is. I'll see you guys on the flip. Bye. Hi, Tanya. Came back up to say hi. Tanya. And bye, everyone. Thank you. I will see you guys later.